Got a super chat from Chris Gomez. He's watching the Raiders Report live, and you should too. It goes live every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So trade for Bell. Keep Jacobs fresh, 4th round pick. I think you mean trade for Le'Veon Bell. There is no way, Chris, that I am trading for Le'Veon Bell. I am not paying Le'Veon Bell $15 million to be my backup to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is a lot better at this point than Le'Veon Bell. Appreciate the super chat. Also, get a picture. Looks like we got another super chat rolling in here. Remember, if you guys want to get on the show, 2 ways to do it. Super chat gets you on, or you can use hashtag FA. But super chat will probably get you on a little bit quicker. Let's go. What do you think of Jordan Love? So, quarterback from Utah State. You got to go watch his tape in 2018. Okay, go watch his 2018 tape because it's a lot better than his 2019 tape. But I think he's got high upside. If you want to roll the dice, there's your dude. If you want the complete opposite of what Derek Carr is, there's probably your dude. Super athletic. But I think if the Raiders are going to draft him, it should be at 19. What up, Mark? Can we trade a scenario? Wait, can we get a trade scenario video for round 1? Oh, I'll take a drink because I can't read. Appreciate the question. You guys are watching NFL Draft Q&A. Can we get one? Sure. I'll make one for you. I don't know if it's going to be this week, next week. I'm sure we'll get a trade scenario video for the Raiders in round 1. Next guy coming up here, Jim, get a pick. Do you think we'll trade up for Simmons? I think if the Raiders do trade up for any player that's not a quarterback, it is Isaiah Simmons. I mean, I think you have to give up your 12 and your 19, maybe more to get up to pick number 3. So I think that's where you almost have to take Isaiah Simmons. Maybe pick 4 because I do think the Giants would be interested in Simmons. I want Isaiah Simmons on the team. I've seen a lot of people say Jeffrey Okudah, he's a good cornerback. But from Mike Mayock literally pointing out that he thinks Isaiah Simmons can do it all and be a versatile player, and that the only way that he's not going to be talented is by the coaching staff, I think that there's one player, it would be Simmons. Let's go to Gerard. What up, my man? Mitch, who do you like better, Isaiah Simmons or Chase Young? Wouldn't surprise me if the Redskins were looking to trade down. No, I think the Redskins take Chase Young. I think it's Joe Burrow 1, Chase Young 2, and then if there's a team that's going to trade down, it's actually the Lions. I do like Isaiah Simmons a lot, but I will still take Chase Young. I think Chase Young, what he did at Ohio State, dude missed, 3-4 games, still had 16.5 sacks. The NFL is, again, built on edge rushing. The NFL is built on being able to get after the quarterback. Chase Young does that better than anyone in the draft, so I'll take Chase Young. Let's go to Alex, get a pick. Oh, jeez. Would you get CeeDee Lamb or Jeudy or Simmons? So if all 3 players are on the board, CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, or Isaiah Simmons, I'm actually going to type my S for Simmons. I understand I think CeeDee Lamb is a big need. Wide receiver is a big need. But Isaiah Simmons would be my top player there. And I put a video out maybe like 2 months ago on the top players that I would want the Raiders to get at pick 12. Number 1 on that list is Isaiah Simmons. See the other 4 names? You got to subscribe. Speaking of subscribing, I'm trying to get to 40K by March. We only got a few days left. I'm still pretty short on that. So I was told by the bosses here, if we get to 40K, we're going to throw an NFL draft party in Las Vegas. Okay? We're getting details on the location. But if you want to come, show me that you subscribe. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. Or you can subscribe to our main channel as well. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. So I do want to give some shout-outs here to some of the subscribers. Jeremy Wiley, appreciate you. Flip, We Out There Entertainment, AJ, go tell all your friends to subscribe to the Raiders Report, because if you want a shout-out, that's how I'm giving shout-outs this entire month. Let's go to this next super chat. David Taken. Did somebody take your picture? Because it looks like that. How likely is it we draft CeeDee Lamb or Ruggs? I'll say 2 Chucky heads on Lamb, 1.5 Chucky heads on Ruggs. I think there's a chance that either one of Jeudy and Lamb are at number 12. If that happens, I take one of those guys. If Henry Ruggs is there at 19, the Raiders start doing jumping jacks and take him at 19. However, I don't think he's going to be there. And also, if he gets past the Broncos, I think you could see a team like the Eagles even potentially try to trade up for Ruggs. But I would much still rather have CeeDee Lamb over Ruggs. Is this another super chat? Bakalakadurka. What would it take to get young? Just asking. I think it would take me to be able to say that name after 6 beers. To get up to number 2, I would say the Raiders probably have to give up both their first-round picks this year, potentially all of their third-round picks, and maybe then another first. The reason why I say that is because Joe Burrow is already a lock to be number 1, and the Redskins want Chase Young at 2. It's going to be a lot of picks. So, are you going to the NFL draft? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I'm going to type my Y for yes. I will be at the NFL draft, and if you're a Raiders fan, and if you're subscribed to the channel, hit me up on Instagram, at MitchellRenz365. We're going to be throwing a party, but the only way you're getting an invite, I'm telling you right now, is if you're subscribed. So, if you're going to the draft, Y for yes, N for no. Give some shout-outs here. Raider Brandon, you hit me up. Enrique, hit me up. Antonio, hit me up. Christopher, slide in those DMs. Who else is in here? Sandra, you need to change your name. That's dirty. Arnis, King Higgins. If you're typing your Y, slide in the DMs. Let's go to Chuckles. Okay. Should we trade a first for Chris Jones? I mean, if that's what it took, yeah, I would take Chris Jones. I would give up a first-round pick for Chris Jones. He's 26 years old. A top defensive tackle, but I don't think you get Chris Jones for just the first. That's just between you and me. Like, there's no way the Chiefs are going to give up their top free agent to a division rival for just the first-round pick. That's what it would take? Cool. Best possible scenario for the Raiders in the draft. I saw somebody put out a video like this before. It was like, draft Chase Young at 12 and blah, blah, blah. Now, we're going to go realistic. Realistic, best case scenario for me, I'm going to take CeeDee Lamb at 12. I'm going to trade pick 19 down to another team. And then I'm going to take Patrick Queen. And then I'm going to take Justin Jefferson, linebacker, wide receiver, a little bit later in the first round. That's actually, I think, best case scenario. Let's go to a super chat from Matthew. Professional looking picture. Is it? It's hard to see. Hunter Renfrow looks jacked in that picture. During the Mayock conference, didn't seem too into the wide receiver chances of drafting all defense first round. So he kind of said that he was a little bit nervous about the wide receivers. Mayock, though, this isn't the first time that he said that. About a month ago, he said that we should be a little bit more cautious on these wide receivers, and I agree. But if the Raiders want to go all defense, I'm okay with it because they've been very bad the last, 5 years? I think they were ranked 30th last year in terms of yards. We were ranked 8th in terms of rushing defense, but 30th in pass. You can't compete in the NFL if you're that bad on defense. So, but you're going to have to pay a lot more players. If you're going to go after wide receiver free agency, you got to pay a lot more. So speaking of money, appreciate the super chat. Go to BetDSI, get some free money. If you put down $50, you can get $60 for free. If you want to bet on XFL games, you can do it at BetDSI. If you put down $100, you get $120 for free. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Raiders120. It's going to get you a 120% deposit bonus. Is it crazy that I bet on my Mets to win the World Series? Luckily, I can beat crazy thanks to the bonus money that BetDSI got me. If you want to get your questions here on the show, make sure that you're using #draft or you can super chat. We're going to be live for only 5 more minutes, so your best chance of getting on the show is super chat. I'm just saying. Let's go to the Golden Boss. Would you trade both of our first-round picks and next year's for Patrick Mahomes? Yes, in a heartbeat. I actually think if you offered the Chiefs, I'm not kidding you, 10 first-round picks for Patrick Mahomes, I still think they might say no. You might think I'm crazy for saying that, but you have to, to get Patrick Mahomes, the NFL MVP, who's 24 years old, I'm not kidding. You'd probably have to give up like 8, 9, 10 first-round picks, and I still think they say no. If you think I'm crazy, hey, it's right below the DMs. Also, the guy who runs our Chiefs show, I said 10 first-round picks for Mahomes. He says no. Okay, let's go to Manny. What up, Manny? Get a pick. Does Jerry Jeudy want to be a Raider? Sure. I don't think there's any NFL player that doesn't want to be an NFL player. Right? Like, I shouldn't say this. There's not a college player right now that doesn't want to be in the NFL. Like, I hate does this guy want to go here? If you're a college athlete, if you're regarded as one of the best players in the draft, you have the confidence that you can go wherever you want to go and be successful. Jerry Jeudy wants to be a Raider. You're going to be the number 1 wide receiver on the team, and entering a new city in Las Vegas, and you're going to make a lot more money. So, yeah, I think he wants to. What's up, Jeff? If Lamb and Jeudy are off the board at 12, should we trade down? I'm actually going to say no. I think if both of those players are off the board, then you're going to see more defensive players slide down. Like, I understand defensive tackle isn't a big need, but I think you could see players like a Derek Brown slide down the board if wide receivers start going early or if quarterbacks start going early. But if both of those are off the board, Derek Brown's gone, Isaiah Simmons is gone, I'd actually still be okay with Henry Ruggs. We need outside speed. I think he's a talented receiver. And for the Raiders, you have a lot of needs. I don't think you can be too picky, okay? I don't think you can be too picky. What up, Chris? How many draft picks do we have, and is there a chance we can get more? So right now the Raiders have 5 picks in the top 100, and I believe we have 8 picks overall. I believe my math is right, or 9. I know I've made a video on my complete first-round mock draft, but I know the Raiders, what I'm really concentrating on are those 3 third-round picks and the 2 first-rounders, and of course you can get more. The fact that they don't have a second-round pick, again, it would not surprise me whatsoever if a player at 19 that they want is gone, and then you can see the Raiders trade back, get another first-round pick, and then maybe an early second. So go check out my first-round mock draft. That'll give you all the picks. I don't remember exactly what picks they have, though. What's your shirt size? Mine's medium. So I've been looking to get some new Raiders gear. Somebody asked me, Mitch, do you just wear these shirts when you go out in public? The answer to that is yes. I only wear Raider stuff 24/7. So I want to know, what's your shirt size? Small, medium, large, XL, 2X, 4X. Let's see. Chris Smith says 3XL. See an XXL from Enrique. Matthew Leon says small. It's because he's a picture of Hunter Renfrow. Hunter, kidding. Antonio XL. 2X from Jeff. Well, for everyone that's putting their shirt size in there, I got a deal for you. Go to chatsports.com/Raiders shirts. Go get yourself set up some new Raiders gear. Because if you're like me, you only have 20 Raiders shirts in your closet, and that's all you wear is Raiders gear. So go take advantage of these deals. They're not going to last forever. Every shirt that you see on screen, it's under $20. Plus, there's a lot more shirts at the link than just the 3 shown. There's shirts for women. There's shirts for kids. All sorts of stuff. But you got to go to chatsports.com/Raiders shirts. We'll put it in the description, and we'll put it in the live chat as well. I think we got time for 1, maybe 2 more questions. Let's go to Josh. Chances Raiders draft Jordan Love. I'll give it 1 Chucky head, small shred of truth. I will say this, though. If the Raiders want to stick with Derek and they're like, man, we really do want to draft a quarterback, I think you draft Jordan Love at 19. Or maybe you trade back and hope that Jordan Love is available at the late first round. But if you want 2 quarterbacks that are the complete opposite, you have Derek Carr there as the veteran, and then you have Jordan Love to learn under Derek. That I'd be okay with. Let's go to Richard Vegas. And yes, we will get to the super chat before we get the show wrapped up. Who is the fastest wide receiver in the draft from Richard? So I think it's going to be Henry Ruggs. I talked to Tom a lot. Tom said that Ruggs could literally beat John Ross's 4.22 time. And apparently Henry Ruggs also said that he wants to beat it, which, sure, I think I would want to beat it, because if I beat it and he bigs it, he's going to get paid, like, period. But I think he's the fastest receiver. Also, Jalen Reagor. I think he's the other really fast guy, I believe. So I think those are the top 2. But I'm going to put my money on Ruggs. Got a super chat, and then we'll wrap it up here from Bakalakadurka. Let's go. Mike Mayock wear more Raider gear. Should Mike Mayock wear more Raider gear? Yes, he should. You know what? Let's do everyone a big favor here, okay? I want you to take the link, the shirts link. Can we get it up on screen? I want you to take the shirts link, and I want you guys to send this to Mike Mayock, okay? Let's get him some new shirts. Say, hey, I saw these shirts on this TV show, YouTube show, chatsports.com/Raiders shirts. Let's get Mike Mayock some more stuff. Take the link below, send it to Mike. So if I missed your question, I'm sorry. I don't do it on purpose. There's a lot that come in. After every single live show, I go in my DMs on Instagram. I wake up the next morning, and I'll answer all your questions. So if I missed it, just use #draft. Instagram's below at MitchellRenz365. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.